you guys, I have a follow-up story to a story that we covered pretty heavily back in November. I'm pretty sure all of you guys recall the campaign where Snoop was, quote, giving up smoke. Well, as it turns out, it wasn't quite as effective as the company had hoped. John Maris thought he had a brilliant idea. Snoop Dogg shilling for Solo brand smokeless fire pit. The company's CEO reached out to Snoop's brand manager with his idea, and he thought it would be really fun if he could get Snoop to endorse it and say he was going smokeless. Apparently, Snoop loved the idea, left the contract up to his attorneys, and they moved forward with the campaign. But unfortunately, it didn't quite go as well as they had hoped. Says the stunt backfired, so to speak, and as a result, Maris, the CEO, has been removed from Solo Stove as president after 5 years of steering the company. Interim CFO Andrea Tarbox stated, while our unique marketing campaigns raised brand awareness of Solo Stove to an expanded and new audience of consumers, I think that means us, it did not lead us to the sales lift that we had planned, which combined with the increased marketing investments negatively impacted us. We believe there is a significant opportunity for us to build awareness and that these new campaigns will expand our reach and benefit our brands over the long term. It's not clear in this article about how much Snoop was paid for his involvement, but there was a whole lot of conversation around the fact that while the campaign was not successful in sales, Ad Age ranked it as I can't even talk this morning, as the 18th most popular ad campaign of 2023. And from a marketing standpoint, that is really exciting, but from a monetary standpoint, big fat fail. It looks like Snoop might be the only winner here. So you guys, this is Carmen Sacramento coming at you live with a Snoop scoop. And I'm really interested to see if you have any thoughts on this CEO and his idea that really went up in smoke.
This shit's hilarious, man.
Yeah, right. This is
just hilarious. They're not even smokeless. That's the crazy thing about it is they're not even smokeless stoves. They actually do produce smoke. Yes. So there's like a bad move by their CEO. Like, this is not your core audience, no nothing. You're just thinking like Snoop Dogg is the new Billy Mays or some shit. Like he can sell absolutely anything. Like,
nope. I think it was something.
What were they thinking?
The Stove Company's campaign backfired.
Yes.
That's just classic right there. The Stove Company's campaign backfired.
The CEO got fired.
Shout out to Snoop though. Snoop won here. Shit. Yeah. Shout out to Uncle Snoop.
Hey,
cash the check, boy.
Many endorsements? Yeah, you see how many endorsements this man does? He's doing Bollywood movies and shit like that. Like, you don't go to a Bollywood movie that has Snoop Dogg in it. No, but they're paying this man. So
it's like 66. Snoop, man. I heard like endorsements or something.
66.
Get your money, black man.
Something crazy.
Get your money, black man.
It's a little bit telling, right? Because
if
you look at everything except for maybe Bic lighters,
right?
The last several endorsements that Snoop has done have gone really poorly, and he just came out apparently with a cereal. Nothing in the weed game has stuck with him.
But he's doing so much.
None of it has panned out.
Even if they're not successful for those companies.
Maybe Snoop isn't the best one to go putting in front of your...
I mean, Snoop's getting paid. He's making money on these things. So, and people are continuing to use him. So I think he's winning in this. I think maybe people just have to rethink the campaigns.
Yeah, people need to think.
I think what they should
their
do
marketing
is they should
campaigns.
they should launch social media platforms off of Snooping rather than trying to sell products. You know, you're going to get those million plus views on whatever you're doing. Just parlay that into monetizing your social media and forget about the product.
A lot of cannabis companies that I work with, they don't think like that. They don't think about Instagram. They don't think of it as like a huge marketing tool. The last company I worked for would barely give me a budget into Instagram. I would barely launch. I wouldn't even call it a campaign. And then they'd go, see, it's not working. And I'm like, well, you're not putting any money into it. And it's just, I think a lot of the people that I'm seeing now in this new emerging cannabis market, we're getting kind of CEOs and people from this corporate space, and they don't understand cannabis culture, and then they think, oh, we can just slap Snoop Dogg on this and it's gonna be successful. What a great idea. And Snoop Dogg doesn't care, like you said. I mean, he got paid in the end. That worked out for him. He got tons of publicity.
A lot of those corporate guys too, they're able to do like this fancy extrapolation with numbers to prove how it is a good thing, because they'll say this person has this number of fans, and so if we only get 1% of 1% of all the fans to purchase this product, then we'll do X number of dollars, and then all of a sudden everyone's like seeing dollar signs everywhere, and everyone's happy and excited, and this is the most amazing deal ever, and hurry up and sign the contract.
Right. I mean, yeah, exactly what you're saying, Jason. I mean, Snoop Dogg right now, 85 million followers on Instagram. So and I think we're all on the same track here. I think these companies are looking at it wrong. I think you can use mega influencers like Snoop to draw eyes to what you're doing, but to get them to actually sell your product, like, nah, man, like it doesn't resonate with your category, it doesn't resonate with your brand, then why would you bring on a brand ambassador that's not going to be out there pushing your product on the ground? It's not going to work. It's going to be a novelty. Be like, oh, that's funny, and then they're just going to forget about it the week after that.
Well, that goes back to the personality type and the ego too, because I think they really think I consult for a lot of different cannabis companies now, kind of just in sales and just different, not so much marketing, but just different ways to just help improve sales and marketing. And it's like, sometimes I'm almost like stuck, like, why are you paying me if you don't agree and want to just do, like, why are you bringing on a cannabis, I guess, specialist? But then a lot of these corporate guys, just they're missing kind of the bigger picture. Like, I think if any one of us, and I'm making a
generalization.
Thank you, a generalization.
There we go.
But if any one of us would have really looked at that campaign, I think we could have probably come out with a better way to have probably just advertised it. Like,
better than 38 million fans.
Yeah, but here's the thing. At least you're getting
pissed
paid.
off a lot of weed people.
There's a lot of cannabis marketers who are not getting paid. So at least you're getting paid.
At
least you're getting to step 2 where they already paid you and they're not taking your advice. You know, there's a ton of us out there giving free advice and then trying to you're ending up in one of Dale's stories afterwards because they ain't pay your ass, right?
Oh man! And on that, we are going to go to a commercial and we're going to be right back.